So I'm going to solve the home improvement store problem that we have. And remember, that's an assignment problem. So we're going to assign each employee uh, to one job or zero jobs since we have 7 employees and only 5 jobs. So the first step is to open up the spreadsheet down here. Um, and then the second step is going to be to take that data that was shown in the problem and add that into the red cells. So this data is how much money on average each of these salespeople are able to sell. So Joshua, when he works in appliances, he sells $1,555 on average. In flooring, he sells $525. We want to decide which one of these jobs Joshua should do, which one Dan should do, and come up with the most profitable arrangement of employees. So that first step is to take this data. So I'm going to take that in, and now we're going to set up our spreadsheet. So the first step, the blue, these are all going to be filled with zeros and ones when we're done. And so what we want to do is add up Joshua's assignment. He can only work one job. So we're going to do equals sum, and then add up the blue cells in Joshua's row, and that'll tell us how many jobs he's assigned to. So if we put a 1 under appliances, or instead of a 1 there, if we put a 1 in flooring, etc., this will add it up. If we try to assign too many jobs, Solver won't let that happen. So we want to add up each row, and so I'm just going to fill that formula down so that each one is adding up the current row. Then I'll do the same thing with the jobs. Only one person can do each job, so I'll do equals sum and add up the jobs each person is doing. And then I'll fill that to the right so that it will make sure that one and only one person is assigned to appliances and one for flooring, etc. And then the last step to set up my formulas is to do a sum product where we multiply each person's average profit times the one and only job each person is doing. So to do that, it's equals sum product, and then I'll grab all the red cells, comma, the blue cells, and then based on where the ones and zeros are, it'll decide who should do each job. So now we need to set up OpenSolver and have OpenSolver tell us who should do each job. So we'll go to OpenSolver, open that sidebar, and put in the information. So first of all, our objective is the amount of money that we'll make. And our objective is to maximize, so we'll put maximize. And then for the variable cells, we want the computer to decide what number goes in each of these blue cells. So it'll put a 1 or a 0 in each of those. And then we want to use the yellow, going down to our constraints, and we want the people to be assigned to either 1 or 0 jobs since we have an extra person. So that's why less than or equal is okay there. And once it saves that constraint, we want the number of people assigned to jobs to be exactly equal to 1. One person and only one person and exactly one person. Whoops. That's not going to work correctly until I update the bottom of this. And it gave me an error message. That's what I expected to happen there. So we'll open this back up. And try that last one again. It didn't add the constraint, so I'll say the number of people assigned to each job has to exactly equal 1 for each job. Save that. And then the last constraint is going to be that all of my assignment cells here have to be binary. They have to equal a 0 or a 1. We can't do half a job. We can't do more than a job. So we'll change that to binary. We'll save that one. And then we'll solve the model. It'll go in and try to it'll set up all its variables by putting a 1 in each of those 35 boxes there, and then it will figure out the best arrangement of workers. And this does take a little bit of time to go through the entire process. So here's the solution. Appliances should be Tyson. Joshua should do the flooring. Valley should do outdoor. Nicole should do kitchen. Ha should do tools. And then we have 2 extra people that are not assigned to any jobs. They're not as effective at any of those. So that's the answer to the problem. Let me know if you have any questions.